Whoops. Sorry.
One to a million. There's so many different reasons why I like you. Let's keep this going. We can change it up if we want to. Keep me guessing, keep me guessing. Keep me guessing, keep me guessing. It's like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's not hard to say how I feel. It's like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's kinda easy now cause it's real. Hey. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. For or
Hey everybody, hi. Sorry about that glitch there. I saw that Tamara had sent in a picture and I just went to grab it and I forgot I couldn't just flip to a different scene when I wasn't in preview mode. Oh well. Anyway, so oh well. You know, that's how it goes. But it's like my ears are crooked today. I've been here for a good part of the day. Started out recording stuff this morning, then was on Doc Show at 11 with listening to that and in the Discord, and then I had classes later and other things. Man, it's just, and recorded in between, so it's been kind of a day here in front of the screen. And for some reason, this earphone thing has decided that my ear's crooked. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. It's good to see all you guys. And we have Linda checking in with all the fam here. Tamara's here. Yes, Tamara, the moon we didn't see it much here. It was it was the sturgeon supermoon. That's what it was, the sturgeon supermoon. It's the last one of the year. And I couldn't see it through the trees because it was before we went to bed, and I didn't stay up for it, but I'm glad you sent a picture. I'll show everybody in a few minutes. Hello, Angel. Crunchberry's Playhouse is here. Yay! And Doris's Life. And I had to take the dogs out. I don't enter the giveaways. Oh. On the way to burning. What's happening? There's Larry. What's happening, y'all? How silly of me. CL, how silly of me is that? Crunchberry, Angie, is that what you're saying? How silly of me? Hello, Miss Kitty. I do not know what this Gunsmoke, Miss Kitty. That's right, Miss Kitty on Gunsmoke. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what that all started with, but I'm guessing it must have been leftover from Doris's live, maybe. I meant to go on, but I had been literally, I got off out of class with Doc at like 4:15. It was late for that, and so Michelle had we were doing a boot camp, and it was the 6th day of her boot camp, and had to start late because she was in class with me. And then I went upstairs and the Seahawks game is on and Bob had dinner. And then I sat in the sun for like just about a half an hour just to sit in the sun and soak up some vitamin D. And that's probably, yes, got a little bit red. Oh, well, that's fine. And I guess, Gunsmoke. Didn't ever watch it very often because it was on during the week and we didn't watch TV on school nights. And my Dad wasn't really into anything like that. The only thing we really watched was on the weekend was watching Wide World of Sports and Disney and that kind of stuff. Oh, and Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom could be why I'm into animals. Typos abound. Marshall Dillon. Oh my gosh. Hi, Gail. You're not late. You're fine. Le chatbot. Cat in boots. Puss in boots. Yes, Puss in Boots. Oh my goodness, you guys. So it's good to be here. And let me get another drink of water. Like I said. Okay, I'm good. It's just been fun. I've been reading some really good books today, and I'm excited about what I have set up for you for while I'm gone. I've gotten 5 books recorded so far for you guys. So that was fun. And then for tonight, I had some books that are due back at the library, of course, and are a little bit little softer kind of book than what we had in the goofy and giggly stuff, but I wanted to share them tonight anyway. They're I love the stories, what they are and what they have to say, and the artwork is gonna, and especially in one, I think is gonna appeal to some people. But first we have a bit of a full moon from Tamra, right? Yes. Oh, cool. So that's there. And while you guys are looking at that, I am going to pull up one for Larry here. And I can get rid of that and then pull up Larry's. What? Really? Oh my goodness. So that full moon last night, it was this, at least up here it's called the Sturgeon full moon. And hey, don't go small on me. Yikes. Pull in Larry's picture too. Here. Lock that overlay. And then oh, and then she has another one. Okay, just I'm looking for stuff here. Okay, so that's one of Tamra's. Let's go back up here. And then what I can do is pull you up, because she sent me another one too. Here, I'll pull this one in. Come on. Behave. Is it going to pull up? I have this spinning ball right now. There it is. Yes, there's Tamara's other one. She says, this one is a picture of the moon taken in the daytime on was that in June 15th? Yeah. So that would have been a different one. Let's see, I'm looking to see if there's any other live art that I missed, because I didn't. Nope, just those. Okay, I got Larry's and I got Tamara's. Cool. Great. All right. So Tamara, this one was done in June. Did you say that? It's so pretty like that. And then the other one that we saw first, this is, I have one where I turn the moon. There's a certain way that if you turn the moon, you get a dragon. It's very cool looking. I like those shots, Tamara. That's really nice. Thank you so much. And then let me pull up Larry's. Hang on while you guys are looking at that. I pull up Larry's other one to here. There we go. on the fly. Back to live mode. There we go. And we'll go to, I think he said this one was a chainsaw art. Really? That is just crazy. Larry, chainsaw carving. Yeah. So you saw this at the Loggers Jubilee, is that right? Yeah, in celebration of Loggers Jubilee. Great. Yeah. Yeah, you oftentimes don't need to do long exposure for the moon or tripod. Oftentimes people think that they need to have long exposures and special tripod and all that stuff, but you need to understand that the moon is basically reflecting sunlight. So the light can be almost of the same value as during daytime, almost, not quite. But so you can get away without having to do long exposures and actually get the moon pretty crisp and clear and handheld if you're lucky. You carved that one? Nice. I love it. I love it. Tortoises are so cool. Can't see Larry's? Oh, back to live mode. Hang on, let me get back to live mode. That's it. I wasn't in live mode. And so we'll go to Larry's right there. There you go. Thanks, Linda, for letting me know that you couldn't see it. I thought I'd clicked live mode back to it. There is no picture here. Is there one now? It's showing me on the program that what is being seen is Larry's. So, yes. Woo! You got it. Cool. Yeah, that was my goof. There's a preview mode. So when I go to add something in that I pull off my email, I click what's called preview mode, and then it allows me to move around and go off to desktop or other places and pull them in without you seeing all my stuff that I do all over the place, which you can't see me now. So where is my overlays? Yeah, so it allows me to like work all over and pull things from other spots and do this, but you don't have to see me doing all the clicks and things like that. And that's called the preview mode. But if I forget to click back into live mode, you keep seeing, it leaves you on the same spot. Yeah, we have a live demo mode too. So, because if you saw my live demo mode, let me see if I can show you where I am. What am I doing? Options, no. Here. Turn on live demo mode. So now, maybe, does it show? Live demo mode, it shows it. It should show you guys a whole bunch more stuff that you can see more of my desktops, but I'll turn live demo mode off. There we go. Anyway, thank you for those artwork. That's very cool. I love it. I love seeing those. I wonder what kind, yeah, how big? It's cedar. And gosh, I'm guessing it's probably pretty good size. By the size of that fern, yeah, I was going to say a good couple 1.5 feet, 2 feet, yeah. By the size of the fern behind you, I could say that's, yep, that's awesome. So cool. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, now back here, turn this guy off. There. So today, the story, I'm glad you had that wood carving because it's going to be great for this. The first one I think I'll read is that help me decide which book to read first. The first book I'm going to read is really just kind of this really gentle, just a book of different places, but the author is a lady named Mary Casanova, and she has written a bunch of kids' books. She's an award-winning children's author, novels and picture books. Her books stem from her life in the Minnesota-Canadian border, yet some of her stories have taken her as far away as France, Norway, Belize for research. And whenever the setting for her books, Casanova writes stories that matter and stories that kids can't put down. She says she grew up in a family of 10 children at St. Paul, Minnesota. In a bustling camp-like atmosphere, Casanova found that writing became her voice. Words are my paintbrush, she explains, my way of exploring the world around me. Oh, wow. Now, with 38 books published and many more under contract and forthcoming, she divides her time between writing and traveling. She really is an amazing writer, and her books always carry such a simple but beautifully well tied together message. It's really wonderful. But this illustrator, Nick Wroblewski, the book is done in his woodcut prints. So Larry, you're going to like this one a bunch. And his work, it shows a video of him working maybe here, or just some, maybe not. I'll just read about it. So he's a Midwest-based printmaker of hand-cut wood blocks. His interest in art was cultivated by young by a strong community of artists in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he grew up, and early experiences in puppetry, painting, and sculpture led to his work as a printmaker. Nick focuses on large multicolor woodcuts and has developed a distinct aesthetic reminiscent of stylized Japanese masters, yet uniquely his own. His work depicts the reverence he has for the conservations of the wild and loyalty to the honesty of handcrafted arts. Nick's work can be seen in private collections and galleries throughout the country, as well as commercial design and illustrations. And he lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and prints from his studio near Lake Superior. And so this shows some of his pieces where he works, but it also shows him working here. I wonder if this is. Some of the pretty amazing stuff. And then this one, I wonder what that one is. Shows him pulling off a woodcut print. Isn't that amazing? When I call them at night, they know I'm going to feed them. Oh my gosh, you have tortoises down there. Gail, you were just putting stuff out there for me to come visit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, your great Texas turtles from your childhood. Yeah, I remember seeing tortoises at the zoo and the big ones and that type of thing. But the ones we have like up here and around Lake Washington, up at Juanita Beach, there was always these turtles that would line up on the wood together and just be like this stepping stone of turtles, but nothing big like that. So this is this guy's work for this book here. And I think you're really going to like what he's done in this book. The name of the book is Wake Up Island by Mary Casanova and woodcuts by Nick Wroblewski. Let's see. going to bring a light in that I didn't have before just to make sure that it's bright enough for you guys. Too bright, but this will work. There. Maybe. Wake Up Island. While you sleep, the day is dawning. Sunlit fingers touch the shores. Water tickles island's edges. Wake up, wake up, night is done. Pine trees stretch, their limbs and branches lichen worms on ancient rocks. Doe and fawn rise from their grass bed, dip their heads to glassy lake. Look at that woodcut. Pearls of dew on strings of silver. Spiders work on fine display. From a single thread she dangles, waiting, waiting in web's sway. Moose and calf plunge the shadows. Graze on underwater shoots. Mallards skim on wings woof woofing. Rising, rising above you. Ravens perch and gargle greetings. Chickadees call, dee, dee, dee. Look at the chickadees and the ravens. I love this detail. Can you see the detail there in the ravens? Look, there you go. Look at the detail on the raven. Herons swoop, a two-stilt statue. Watching, watching minnows flee. Red squirrel chatters, chitter cheese, gathers pine cones 1, 2, 3. Munching, crunching, seed by seed. Black bear scratches, shimmies downward, roots in logs for ants and grubs. See that? Bees take flight and buzz to flowers, yarrow, daisies, goldenrod. Sunshine pokes inside your window, makes your sleepy eyes blink wide. Maple syrup, berry pancakes. Quickly, quickly, run outside. You skip down as loon sings greetings. Leave your footprints one by one. Dipping, diving, splashing, laughing. Wake Up Island, Days Begun. Isn't that cool? Such a gorgeous book. So Mary has written more than 30 books for young readers. It says, let's see, what's it say about the art? Other than that, he did them with the wood cut print, wood block cut. So, yeah, is an artist, printmaker, special interested in handmade woodcut block prints. That's, I mean, just the details in these with the woodcut block prints. To do that. Look at that. Look at the spider. The details in that, and the web. To have done that from wood, and this one with the moose has to be one of my favorite. Yeah. Anyway, that's that one. That's why I put several of the pictures that were, oops, not that one, that are in the were in the opening, were some of my pictures of herons and different things like that, because of the inspiration to build the opening part from this book. I like it. Your tortoises. Oh yes. Block printing. I know. Come on, baby turtles. Who called turtle? Yes. Yes, she is. She's a tortoise whisperer. Gail, you're the tortoise whisperer. How do you like that? Look at that most. Fantastic woodcuts, multiple blocks per print. I'm sure one for each color. I bet. I'm sure that there probably is. And his work here on his website that he has, I'm going to turn it on for just a second. See if I can mute it. Make sure that it doesn't. Let's see if he shows anything.
We printed one color, which was the gray. So
Let's
it kind of
see if
makes
it does
sense
anything.
as a whole.
Hang on. Let's
Pink.
see if I can show. Let me check something. Yeah, he does different. I don't know if you can hear him because I can't find my sound levels things, but there it is. It is a fascinating. Oh my goodness. So I hope you guys aren't bored with this, because I'm just fascinated by watching this, and I figured you artists would love it too. Oh my gosh, can you imagine the, oh, oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, so then he, like, he does a color or something, a bunch of them, and then he changes the wood scrapings on it to it for a different. Oh. Okay, I'm speechless. Speechless. Absolutely speechless. Larry, can you tell what kind of wood he's using? Oh my gosh. Maybe it's like a soft yellow pine. Oh, and he puts a chop on it. Ah, how perfect. Like, because it's like Japanese woodcut, and he has a oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm completely gobsmacked. That's just like amazing, amazing, amazing type of art. Whoa. Okay. Have to catch my breath. That just took my breath away. Took my breath away how to do that. Oh my gosh. So, wow. So inspired. I'm glad you're inspired. Part of what I do with this is hope to find things that inspire you. And no, you don't need an art studio, Linda. My sister kept thinking that she needed an art studio or she shed and stuff. And she ended up, she knew she was never going to get to it. And she couldn't let herself not do something simply because she didn't have an art studio. So she literally took a desk in a corner of the room, of her living room, and tucked it away, made a little desk, put a little chair in front of it, put a light on it, a nice little light, because she does those intricate dotted mandalas. And she started last summer, earlier this year, she finally just said, I'm going to do it, dang it. And she sits there and it's like her own little world. And seriously, she came over to Art Walk, sold $200 worth of stuff. She was stunned. Little rocks that she'd painted on. She didn't think she'd ever, and it was like, see, she just needed to sit down and do it. And then I talked her into coming to the Art Walk and, just spending 4 hours at a little booth, and she made $200. She was thrilled. It's not why she does it, but still, you don't need a studio to do what you want to do. It's just, yeah. So, okay, I see there's a discussion about bison and American buffalo and all that. So and since I studied with the people, I'm going to say this, who were in Yellowstone and told me all about this and what they do. The true genus that we have here in the United States is a bison. That is its scientific name. It is called the American buffalo. It was given that name by the people that came here when they first saw them, not the Native Americans, but that was what they call them because it reminded them of the buffalo that are in Africa and Asia. The water buffalo that are there, and those are where the true buffaloes are in the genus, and that's where that came from. That's the shortened version of what they're called. They still get called buffalo in the United States all the time, but their true name is bison, but they are referenced as American buffalo oftentimes, and that's what it is. But they're different breed completely, and they're a bison versus European, African, Asian buffaloes. Yeah, that's that. That's what I know from the few times I've been to Yellowstone and had the rangers and the scientists all give me that when I was out there working with them, with the Yellowstone Forever naturalists. Anyway, yes, water buffalo in the Philippines. They do. Yes, they do have them in the Philippines. And there is a type of water buffalo in Africa and in Southeast Asia. It's a far more pervasive type of different. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so next book is called Pandora, and it is by Victoria Turnbull, and here we go with her. She loves stories, always loved stories. It was a long time before she could see herself as a storyteller. She was born in New York, in the north. I was born in New York, in the north of England. My childhood was spent drawing and making things. I got into writing later in life on a master's degree in children's book illustration at Cambridge School of Art. It was there I discovered picture books to be the most wonderful way in which to tell stories. Okay, well, why didn't anybody ever tell me that there was a place where you could get children's book illustration or a master's degree in children's books? Oh my gosh, after winning the 2013 Association of Illustrators New Talent Award in Children's Book category, my debut picture book, The Sea Tiger, was published by Templar in 2014. She's gone on to do several others. She has a really interesting kind of style to her. She's the author and illustrator of this book, and she has a really interesting style to her work. And the book I'm reading tonight is called Pandora. Night, Larry. You have to go? Okay. I'll see you, sir. Thanks for being here. Water buffalo are cool. I'm very jealous that you got to see them. The book is called Pandora. It's a little different type of story. By Victoria Turnbull. Pandora lived alone. Got that light there? Yeah. And let me see. Get that brighter for you. In a land of broken things. She made herself a handsome home from all that people had left behind, but no one ever came to visit. So she spent her time gathering and repairing what she could, bringing lost and forgotten things back to life. Then one day, something fell from the sky. It was broken too, but Pandora didn't know how to fix it. So she made it as snug as she could and watched over it through the night. Pandora's guest was a little weak at first, but as the days went by, he grew stronger. Soon he could hop about and then fly short distances. But with gifts from faraway lands, he always came back. Until the day he didn't. Once again, Pandora was alone. She thought her heart would break. But day by day, the world appeared a little less gray. Until one morning, Pandora woke in the warmth of the sun to hear the sound of bird song. Bird back. In a land of living things. One little seed changed everything. The illustrations in this book were done in colored pencil and watercolor. So she says they say she's an emerging star in the UK children's book world, winner of the British Association of Illustrators New Talent Award and the Kate Greenway Medal nominee. Her debut book, Sea Tiger, was shortlisted for Waterstone's Children's Book Prize, the top honor in her native country, and she lives in East London, England. Very cool. I like it's such a simple story about, you know, taking care and planting that seed of taking care of something. Snug as she could, and she watched it through the night. So Pandora, it was weak at first, and it flew short distances, but when it came back, it had the gifts from faraway lands and brought back the seeds. Yes, those gifts from faraway lands, the things that help us grow. Knowledge from other countries, people from other places. That's how we grow. That's how we learn. Wow, I love that. It's a good story, you guys. Anyway, soft and beautiful, very sweet. Anyway, you guys, I will be back tomorrow night. And that's the stories I wanted tonight. I'm kind of sorry. This story that of bringing things in and bringing new things and new knowledge and a new seed from faraway lands. It's so cool when in little stories that they bring messages like this that the author does, that we can sit down and look at them and say, oh, yeah, how do I see that for myself? And it just reminds me of the beauty that comes about when all kinds of new things come. You can see that in this book, in a land of living things. Just a few seeds changed everything. From a land of broken things to a land of living things. I love it. All right, you guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for being here with Story and Art. I am going to go and sit back, have a glass of wine, relax for the evening. Tomorrow, I've got to work hard on doing all the little details of my camera. I'm going to sit down with my manual and go through all my settings and make sure I have everything all set and ready for how I do for wildlife. I have to do some custom settings. Not always the easiest in my tech mind to match them up, but that's what I'm going to do. But I wanted to thank you for being here tonight for Story and Art and for sharing these books with me and letting me share them with you. Wonderful stories of an island that wakes up and beautiful kind of artwork, and a land that goes from broken things to new things, new living things. And with that, I want you guys to keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. First place you'll find it, though, is if you look in the mirror. But until next time, take care.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh,
Oops.
you got me
I'm glad you
feeling
like them.
starstruck.
It's fun finding them. These I have never read either of these books before tonight, so
We could be famous. You blow my mind, looking like a model, better than the
yeah, I
usual.
hadn't read either one, and I had
Don't even
never
try.
seen
Let's
this
have it
before.
your
Never really
typical. I put
investigated
you
that
on
much,
a
so
pedestal.
that was fun.
There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Yes. Hey, thanks, Angel.
We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead
That is the guy's name and his website. You don't need the about. Nick Wroblewski.
We could be famous.
Wroblewski.
We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Thanks for being here, Angel. Thanks for being here, Larry. And Linda and Tamara and Gail. And I think that's it. Julia wasn't here tonight. You guys take care.